After being completely dominated by Anthony Davis and the Lakers in the playoffs, the Rockets knew that small ball was not going to work. Russell Westbrook wasn't the same player we knew this season, and James Harden was having trouble isoing when Russ needed the ball. At first this offseason, the Rockets looked like they were going to have to rebuild, but now they have DeMarcus Cousins and Christian Wood, who are two very good centers. This shows that the Rockets are getting rid of small ball and also adding talent to the team. Today I want to go over, will the Rockets run it back? If they do run it back, will Russell Westbrook stay on the team? And can their team really compete with the top teams in the West for a title? Let's get into it. Yo, what's good YouTube? It's Mo, coming back in with another fire video. If you are new to the Mo Blanchi channel, please subscribe because I would greatly appreciate it, and it does really help the channel out. Click the bell for notifications when I upload a new video because you will not want to miss another one of my videos. Also, hit that like button if you do think the Rockets will run it back. James Harden did request a trade, but the Rockets aren't interested in trading him, but they are interested in trading Russ. The problem is, Russ doesn't have a high trade value right now. The only teams that have shown interest are the Hornets and the Knicks. The Hornets have already said that they don't really want him. Most of the reason why they were interested is because Michael Jordan wanted him for the team. The Knicks would then be the only option, or the Rockets would have to run it back with Russ. Russ did request a trade, however, so if he doesn't want to play, he could just sit out the games. But if he did play, the way I see it, Russ needs to work on his three-point game before anything else because he shot 26% from the three-point line last season, which is terrible. If you want more in-depth analysis on Russ, go check out my video called The Problem with Russell Westbrook. But now let's talk about Harden. Harden's an ISO player. He's very skilled at handling the ball and creating a shot for himself. But can the Rockets really win with that type of player? It doesn't matter how great a player is, but they can't do it all himself. Harden is a great player, but he needs to work on getting his teammates more involved, and that's the only way he's going to win more games. I know I sound like an old head saying that Harden shouldn't be an ISO player, but I know that that's Harden's play style, and all I'm saying is that he should tweak it so he can win more games. If you've watched Harden before, you can see the way he destroys players who are guarding him, and he should definitely get credit for that. But what point is playing ISO all the time too much? Is that even good for the team to win? I honestly don't think so. And I know that is Harden's play style. Maybe he won't average as many points, but if he wants his team to win, he has to make sacrifices. Now, DeMarcus Cousins is almost a forgotten superstar. He was debatably the best center in the league a couple of years ago. The reason why he didn't shine bright was because he was on the Kings, who had a terrible front office, and the Pelicans, who at the time only had Anthony Davis and Rajon Rondo. But unfortunately, he tore his Achilles in a New Orleans game, and the Pelicans didn't offer another contract. But the Warriors signed him for the next season. And Cousins played a stint of games before injuring his quad, and that took away most of the explosiveness he had. And the Lakers signed him, but he never really played too much. And unless he can step it up this year, I don't think we'll see a star again. But still, this was a very good pickup for the Rockets if they do run it back, because he can help James Harden with the pick and roll. And while I'm on this topic, I think small ball was a terrible idea, because if an ISO didn't work out for James Harden, he could do a pick and roll. When Clint Capella was on the team, it was easier for Harden to get a screen for him and dish the ball if he was in trouble. Last season, the Rockets center was PJ Tucker, who was 6'5". I'm sure that Cousins will do a better job on the pick and roll. I'm also sure small ball will be gone for good because Mike D'Antoni, the coach last season, is gone. The other center the Rockets picked up was Christian Wood. As a Pistons fan, I really wish we kept him because he was such an amazing player. He averaged 13 points and 6.3 rebounds, but once Andre Drummond was gone, his points and rebounds went way up. He's also a good shooting center like Cousins and went 39% from behind the line. He will also be a good addition for the pick and roll with Harden because when the ball is up in the air, a lot of the time he's going to catch it and dunk it. With these moves, I think the Rockets are going to run it back. The question is, will Russ be there? If some teams trade for him, which I think most likely will be the Knicks, the Rockets will accept it. But if they can't find a trade, I think they have no other option but to keep him on the team. But I just can't see the Rockets beating the Lakers or the Clippers or even the Nuggets to be the top team in the Western Conference. I thought it would have been smarter to blow it all up than to keep missing out on a title. But who knows, the Rockets might change their mind and decide not to run it back. James Harden and Russ also maybe will change their mind about calling back their trade request. But leave a comment down below on if the Rockets will run it back and if Russ is staying. But that is going to cap out the video. If you did enjoy this video, please drop a like because it would help a ton. Again, subscribe if you're new because I would greatly appreciate it. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you for clicking on this video and supporting my channel, and I'll see you in the next one.